do the intro. Gotta clean this mother sucker up now that it has my fingerprints all over it. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you don't know me, today's video we are going to be reviewing the new Natasha Denona bronze palette. This is the second palette that I own from Natasha Denona, so I'm super excited to get into these shades and start playing with them. Obviously I've already have because I have the makeup on, but I'm super excited for you guys to see how it works. This is what it looks like. Here it is. It looks so pretty, and this is what the inside looks like. Very pretty. All those bronzy shimmery shades. She does have bigger ones, and I think she has smaller ones as well, the little 5 shadow ones. I own one of them. I own the star one, I believe is what it's called, but I have that one. And then I also have the Metropolis palette, which looks like this. If you guys haven't seen it, very pretty. This one is her special formula, but this one is $129, where this one is $65. So if you want to compare them in size, the Metropolis palette is just a little bit bigger than the bronze palette, and then this one has 28 shadows in it, 28 shadows in comparison to this one, where this one only has 15. This one is $65, like I mentioned. Along with this palette, she released a bronze palette. So she released something similar to this. This is the tan palette, and it looks like this, but she released a version of this, but bronze one. I did not pick that one up, which I'm kind of sad about, but maybe later on in life I will. If you guys can see, this is actually one of my favorites. This bronzer is so good. I actually have it on right now. It's one of my favorites. Anyways, we are here to talk about the palette, so you guys will see swatches here in a few. Before we get to that, I just wanted to let you guys know, when I first picked up this palette, I thought I was going to be able to compare it to a different palette that I have in my collection, which is the Melt Cosmetics Rust palette, but they are definitely different. You guys will see here in a bit that they do not compare. The shimmer shades are not the same at all. This definitely has different undertones that make them very unique. That is something that I don't have in my collection, so I'm excited to try this one out. Keep on watching here. We're gonna do some swatches and then we'll get to the eye look. Okay guys, so here it is. This is of course in the unit carton, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it here. Okay. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like. It is really pretty. I just don't like this. You guys can see all my fingerprints on there now, but it is really pretty. This is actually my second Natasha Denona palette, so I'm super excited to have this one. Let me open it here. Okay. And we're just gonna go by rows here, so I'll show you each row. Okay, so this is the first row. This one is True Copper, Suntan, Sundown, Deep Dive, and Rhodium. And that is the first row. Really pretty. I gotta say, this one's definitely my favorite shade in that row. Look at that shimmer. It looks so pretty. Oh my god. These shades definitely, I really love all these shades actually. So this is the shade Magma, High Degree, Alloy, Rich, and True Bronze. They are so pretty. I gotta say, this one's really one of my favorites right now. This one and the one before, and the other one, the shade True Copper, but this one is so pretty. Oh my gosh, and they are so buttery guys. They're definitely swatching pretty good. Alright guys, so here is the last row. This one is Gloaming, Palladium, Bliss, Silk, and Beach. And from this row, can you guys look at that shade right there? Oh my god, I hope that it picks up on camera like it's picking up in real life, because that shade is so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm really loving all these shades so far. They look really pretty. At first I was gonna be able to dupe them with a different palette, but they are definitely really unique. That is the last row. So when I first picked up this palette, I thought that the shades looked very similar and that I could dupe them with some other stuff in my collection. But now that I've swatched them, I can definitely tell that there is a difference, and I really don't have any shades in here that I have in other palettes. The one that I thought was going to be similar to it was this one. This is the Melt Cosmetics Rust palette, and that's what those shades look like. So I thought that maybe the shimmers would compare, but they have like a different undertone to them. They give you something different, very, very unique. They feel really buttery. Now, I do have the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, which is her special formula, I believe. They don't feel the same as the ones in this palette, but they are really, really nice. This is what the Metropolis palette looks like. And the shimmers in here are also very different from the ones that are in this palette. I also thought that they were going to be a lot similar to the ones in here, but the shimmers are definitely different undertones. Like this one. This one's actually one of my favorite shades in the palette, this one right here, but it's totally different than the ones in here. I really thought I was going to be able to dupe them, but they are very, very unique. They have very different undertones, and I am super happy with the way that they felt. They feel really buttery, really nice, so I'm super excited to apply these to my eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. To be honest, I don't even know which shimmer I want to use because they all look so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna start with this brush. This is the Alamar brush from the Ojitos trio, I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna grab the shade Sundown, which is this shade right here. And okay, so I can already tell the difference. Like when I do that, it actually has some powder that comes off of it. When I do that with the Metropolis palette, it does not do that. Last time, the first time that I tried the Metropolis palette, I don't know, I think we caught it on camera, but I was trying to do this and nothing came out, and I was like, wow, it's so different. But I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying this one does have some pickup to it, not like her other formula. So definitely can tell that this is a different formula. Now with her shades, I do like to apply little by little just because they are super pigmented. I remember when I first went in with the Metropolis palette, I grabbed a lot and it was too much color that I didn't need. I kind of wanted to build it up a little bit as I went, but I applied a lot way too fast. So now I'm trying to go in just a little bit at a time. So I barely tap my brush into the eyeshadow. It is super pretty though. It's blending out nicely. I'm grabbing the same brush, but I have another one of it because I have two of the same kind. These are exactly the same brush, but I'm grabbing another one. I'm gonna go in with the shade Magma, which is this shade right here. Like I said, it does have some pickup. You guys see that? I don't know if you're able to see it, but this one right here, there's a little bit of pickup. I mean, that doesn't bother me. I'm not like disappointed by that. Other shadows do that. And I'm gonna grab this shade and put it on the outer corner, and I'm more tapping it on than blending right now because like I said, I don't want it to be too crazy, but like you guys can already see that pigment. And now I'm blending it towards the inner part here, the middle of the lid. I'm going to also put it here on the inner corner. Such a pretty shade. I'm going to grab a smaller brush. I want to wing it out just a little bit more. Still grabbing that same shade, Magma. Pulling it up just a little bit. Now I'm going to just pack the shade in here on the outer corner. Oh, it looks so pretty. I love that color. Now grabbing a more flat brush, I'm gonna grab the shade Deep Dive, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna make like a winged eyeliner with that a little bit. And I'm just gonna leave it right there, right where it goes to the center, just right there. Now that it's already on there, you guys can see that little line. I'm gonna grab a different brush, something more like this, and I'm gonna try to smoke it out a little bit. I'm also gonna start dragging it into the lower lash line. That is such a pretty shade. I'm not gonna take it all the way in, I'm just gonna leave it right there. To smoke out that lower lash line, just a smaller brush here. I'm gonna grab the shade Rich, this one right here, to smoke out that dark brown, almost purple shade. That one I am gonna bring in to the part here, not in the inner corner, just right here, over top of that one. Not like completely over top, but just like the outer part of that shade. And now I'm gonna use one of the shimmers, and I don't know which one I want to use. They're all so pretty and they feel so buttery. They feel like the shade in the Metropolis palette. Like these three, this one, and this one, feel like this shade right here called Blaze. It feels like that one. It definitely feels like this one right there. See how pretty that is? But it definitely feels like that one. Those three shades feel like that one, which is really nice. Now I'm debating on which one to use because I love them all. Look at those, they're so pretty. I'm not very good at swatching, guys, but let's go in with True Copper. True Copper is this one up here. Just grabbing it with a packing brush, and I'm gonna place that in the center here. You definitely don't need to wet these shades, obviously. You guys are looking right at it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the shade with my finger just because I want to see if it looks any different. Oh, it's still pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and add a little bit more of that shade Magma, this one right here, just to blend that into that copper shade. And also in the inner corner here, or the inner lid, not the inner corner. So pretty. I love it. And then for the inner corner, I think I'm going to go in with Silk, which is this shade right here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eye, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am back with the other eye done. I went ahead and did my mascara. I put a little white liner here and lashes, even though this one might look a little bit wonky, but it's not about the lashes, it's about the eyeshadow. So final thoughts on this palette. It is so pretty, so beautiful. I really did like it. They definitely feel buttery. Like I said, those three creamy shades, the shade True Copper, Alloy, and Silk, those three definitely feel like that shade in the Metropolis palette, the shade Blaze. They feel really soft and like almost wet. They feel really nice. This one doesn't. This one is still like a shimmery shade, but it doesn't feel like that at all. Neither does this one or these ones here, but they still feel nice. Those three shades definitely feel like the shades from the Metropolis palette. They are very, very pretty, very pigmented. They were easy to blend. They weren't as pigmented as the Metropolis palette. Like the formula in that is insane. This is still a really good formula. I really did enjoy them. Definitely gonna be one of the palettes that I reach for, especially in the summer. I love bronzy looks, so definitely be playing with this palette. I know I only used like 7 shades in the palette. There's 15 shades in the palette, but I only used like 7 shades or so. I did like the ones that I used. I didn't have any issues blending them. I didn't have any issues with pigmentation. Everything was there. It's really pretty. It is $65, of course, but it is worth it. I think Natasha Denona, I know this is just my second palette and I haven't tried any of her other palettes, palette, well, just the Metropolis one, but from these 15 shade palettes, this one's really pretty. I have heard some negative things about her other palettes that are the 15 pan. It's not the same pigmentation, but this one worked out fine for me. I really did like them. They're really pretty. I'm excited to have this in my collection now and be able to use it. The only thing that I don't like is this. That's the only downfall is that I have to, like, if I do this, look at all those fingerprints on that packaging. I mean, it's still pretty, but I don't like that I have to keep cleaning it off every time. You know what I mean? But it is very pretty palette. Back is soft matte, like it feels like soft matte, and it does feel heavy and luxurious. It feels nice. But yeah, that is the review, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you are notified of when I upload for more videos like this. And if you are a existing subscriber, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in my next one. Toodles!